Some people are paying over $1,000 a month for Ozempic and to lose weight. But here's the truth though. You don't have to take Ozempic. You can actually eat a natural whole food diet to lose weight, to help suppress your appetite, and then it'll overall have you healthier, more energy, and tons of other benefits without the negative side effects or even having to get injections, going out your way, spending all this extra money. You can do all this naturally without Ozempic. And I'm gonna share 10 of my top foods I eat every single day to help me lose weight, be healthy, have good energy, and the list goes on. Now, don't get me wrong, Ozempic do work for the average person because people are losing 10 to 15% of body weight within the first year. But here's the catch. You paying $1,000 a month. You got to keep taking these injections. And a lot of people have a lot of side effects like nausea, fatigue, stomach issues, and the list goes on. I get a lot of questions. People asking me about Ozempic. They talk about Ozempic. But I always suggest, if you're the overall average person, I highly suggest, I know it takes motivation, I know it takes getting yourself together, but I highly suggest that you take the natural route. Take the natural route. And if all things fail, then you go for something like Ozempic. But for the most part, I always suggest that you take the natural route first. And also, most people, they gain their weight back while on Ozempic, well, after they get off Ozempic, because it's the root that you gotta fix. You gotta fix your mindset. You gotta fix your daily habits. You gotta fix the way you talk to yourself, your diet, your caloric intake, what you eating, how much you consuming, portion size. It's root stuff you gotta fix. A lot of people, once they get off Ozempic, they gain the weight right back because they still eating how they want to eat. They still doing what they want to do. And most people, even though they on Ozempic, they still eating crazy. So they're not even getting the most, they're not getting the results you're supposed to get from Ozempic because they still doing and eating how they want to eat. But that's why I'm here, because I want to bridge that gap between being healthy versus not being healthy. All these fads and myths out here that's not good for you. They understand, for the average person that live in America, America is built on convenience. The easiest, fastest, quickest way to do something. And it don't matter how it affect you. But we gotta start paying attention to how this stuff affect us, especially all this fast food, unnecessary food, portion control, the people we with talking about all this. We gotta be more vigilant, more aware, more intentional with everything we choose to put our time into, energy into, and into our body. All right, before we get into the 10 foods that mimic Ozempic naturally, I always suggest going natural first because it's sustainable, it's natural. For the most part, you don't gotta go out your way to maintain it. More than anything, it's just a mindset switch and flip. That's it. Mindset switch, mindset flip. But Ozempic, you spending thousands, you gotta go out your way to go to the doctor, you gotta get these shots, you getting side effects, you paranoid because you don't know if this happening, that happening, then you still eating wrong. So yes, you losing weight, but you gotta remember, it's about being healthy. It's about being, yes, you wanna lose weight, but you also wanna be healthy as well. All right, let's get into the top 10 foods that mimic Ozempic. Up first, we got chia seeds. Now, chia seeds is really good because, honestly, they have more vitamins and minerals than eggs. It's a plant-based protein. It got pretty much all the minerals and vitamins you need. It's real easy and simple to prepare. All you gotta do, take a spoonful, put it in a cup, let the chia seeds soak up the water. So I always let them sit for maybe 2-3 minutes. And then I drink it in the morning, warm water with some, maybe 2 or 3 fresh lemon slices or lime slices. You can do this every morning. They expand in your stomach, so they help slow down digestion. It's a good source of energy, and just overall, it don't take much. It's a quick addition you can add to your diet, and it's something you can do every single morning, and it'll also help with fat loss. It'll also help with losing weight. It'll also help with appetite suppression as well. All right, number 2, avocados. Now this is what you really need because It got a whole lot of healthy fats. And these the fats that your brain run off of. These the fats that keep you full. These the fats that fuel your workouts. These the fats that give you good energy, don't have you sluggish. And with avocados, they're really smooth. Just make sure they're right. They can go with just about anything. You just get you one or two, slice them up in the morning, boom. They go real good in smoothies, berry smoothies, protein smoothies, it's whatever. Avocados is another really good source that'll keep you full, and that also digests slow as well. So now you're not craving so much of this unnecessary food, and it's helping you lose weight, and overall it's making you healthier. Number 3, another really popular one is apple cider vinegar, but make sure you get organic apple cider vinegar. But with apple cider vinegar, it helps stop those blood sugar spikes. So a lot of us, we eating too much bread, we eating too much pasta, too much processed foods. So that's why when you finish eating that, you want more and more and more. You know, then you crash and then you want more and more and more. That's why these restaurants give you a drink first. I'm outside, so these don't buzz, but that's why your restaurants give you this bread first, they give you these drinks first, because it's spiking your blood sugar. So that's why you're gonna want that dessert at the end. That's why you're gonna order more and more and more. So that's a trick. So apple cider vinegar, just take a teaspoon, mix it with some water, you can mix it with some lemon juice, agave, honey, make it taste better. You can drink that before and after your meals. That'll help with blood sugar spikes, so you're not craving so much extra food, and it's keeping you satiated after you eat. So that's another remedy you can have. All right, next we got oats, but make sure you get organic oats, and make sure it's steel cut organic oats. That way you get a quality source of oats. And with oats, you can have them in the morning. It's a great source of energy. It's gonna keep you full longer. You can mix berries with it, and it's a good source of fiber. So fiber is real good with your digestive system. So eating fiber, eating something that digests slow is really good with helping you lose weight, keeping that good steady flow of energy, not that certain burst of energy. Steady flow of energy, it'll carry you over to your next meal. That's where you're not craving so much, and you good. Next, it'll be Greek yogurt, but I know a lot of my people don't like dairy. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of dairy, but I do consume dairy sometimes. But you can go for nut replacement, Greek yogurt, well, yogurt as well. And I like to use Siggi's. And Siggi's, you know, it's a good quality source. It tastes good. Me personally, I get the plain, but they do have a vanilla flavor. But for video purposes, for health purposes, I suggest that you get 0 added sugars. Make sure it's at least 15 grams of protein. And you want to add your own sweetener to it. So you can add a teaspoon of honey, teaspoon of agave, mix it in, or you can add in some organic, natural vanilla extract, and that'll help with taste as well. But packed with protein, and it's good for your gut. So that'll also help with weight loss, help with fat loss, help with energy, and that way you're not so bloated, and as well, you're not overeating. Next, I'm pretty sure all of our favorite, we got eggs. Now, when it comes to eggs, you can pretty much do it how you want to do it. Me, I love to have scrambled eggs in the morning. So make sure you get organic eggs as well. The reason why I say organic, because if you can afford it, and it's for health, it's all for health. It's not sprayed with tons of pesticides, etc., to keep it organic. But hey, the choice is yours. I always suggest organic, but you can scramble them up. You can do boiled eggs. They're portable. Take them on the go. Tons of amino acids, tons of protein. Real good to keep you satiated and give you good energy throughout the day. You're not like satiated. A lot of people be like, steak is heavy. That's why I don't like to eat it. No, it's not heavy. It's heavy because you're eating it with all this other unnecessary stuff. Steak is satiating. Eggs is satiating. It keep you full, and it's a comfortable food. It's not a food that have you sluggish and feeling, nasty after you eat. No, these are foods that keep you feeling good throughout the day. So don't be paranoid with all this other unnecessary foods that you know you don't need to be eating. You need to ask yourself, am I fueling my body, or am I eating just for cravings? Am I eating just because I want to eat it? Like, question the food you're eating. But eggs is another good one. So a good one. These are the foods that I like to say 0 calorie. So leafy greens, you got spinach, kale, lettuce, the list goes on. You can eat this, make a salad. You can have some olive oil on top of your salad, lemon juice on top of your salad. You can pair it with some fish. pair with some steak, you know, and chicken. And this is real good for keeping you full. Nice source of iron, nice source of magnesium, and the list goes on. Tons of vitamins and minerals, and you can eat so much to get you full without taking you over that caloric cap, and it's getting you full. And it's really hard to overeat that type stuff, and it keeping you feeling good, light throughout the day. You got a lot of energy, so you're not bloated, and it's just overall really good for you. An amazing replacement instead of eating all this bread with a million different ingredients, tons of sugar, and the list goes on. Another one of my favorites outside of the eggs, we have berries. Now, berries is really good because, one, they're the lowest in sugar, and it's a great dessert replacement. You can eat them frozen. See, me, I love raspberries, strawberries. I love I mainly love raspberries and blueberries. I always put a little lemon juice on top of them. Boom, try to eat them frozen. I'm telling you, you'll love, not frozen, but you know, as they unfreezing, if that makes sense, as they defrosting. I love to put a little lemon juice on it, fresh lemon juice. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Or you can do a watermelon as well. But those are real good source of energy, good source of fiber, and they're amazing. And it's really hard to overeat them as well. And it helps curb those sugar cravings you got. And like I said, it's a really, 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 really good dessert replacement. So berries, make a smoothie with it. You get creative in the kitchen, all type of desserts. I'm gonna start posting more desserts as well, but definitely suggest berries. Get berries into your system. Remember, these are good outside of Ozempic because it's natural, it's affordable, it's sustainable, and it's healthy for you without the side effects. Next, we got bone broth. I know a lot of people are not too familiar with bone broth, but it's a really, really good source of collagen. It's good for your joints. It's good for recovery, nails, hair, skin. The list goes on. It's warm, salty, and it's filling. You know, I suggest you just try getting an organic brand of bone broth. Just get a cup, warm it up a little bit, and drink it. You can add a little water with it if you need to. But bone broth is really good, and it's filling. And it help also curb those hunger cravings as well. Last but not least, we got cinnamon. Now, you can add cinnamon to your diet a million different ways, but cinnamon help with blood sugar spikes. So that'll help you curb a lot of those sugar cravings. So you're not craving so much sugar, you're not overeating, and it can go with a lot of different things. Me, I love to mix it with a tea. You can put it in some water. It's up to you. Take a teaspoon, or you can buy some unbleached tea bags off Amazon. Get some loose leaf green leaf teas, bags. Yeah, buy some unbleached tea bags, some green leaf, loose leaf green leaf tea, and just mix it together, and boom, throw it in your tea. And that's another way to get cinnamon in. It's a tons of different ways. I'll be posting some recipes, but those are my top 10 foods that help that replace Ozempic. Give you the same benefit, but it's healthy, it's natural, it's sustainable. Now, I'm not saying nobody shouldn't use Ozempic, but for the average, y'all excuse me, I'm sweating out here, but for the average person, just changing your diet, implementing whole foods, healthy, natural foods, it'll make a huge difference. But if you got type 2 diabetes, severe obesity, that's another story. But like I said, always talk to your doctor about it. Do your own research. But I just want to make this video because a lot of people talk to me about it, ask me questions, and different things like that. And this is what I observed based on my research and talking to people that's been on Ozempic versus not. So I hope this video helps somebody out, and I'll see y'all next time.